For those of you who might be visiting the fair city of Chicago, you'll be glad to know that the Nutella Cafe is open once again. It was closed for remodeling, but finally it's open back again. So,
that's a good place to go. It's got a nice location. It's got a nice location as well. It's right there. Been there once before.
I can see it.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Thank you for that important news. What do you mean, what is it? It's a Nutella Cafe. Like, everything's got Nutella in it. Like, even things that you don't think would have a Nutella in it has Nutella in it.
So what do they serve?
They have, like, waffles and, like, a Nutella and banana sandwich and, like, Nutella-filled croissants and, like, Nutella mixed in your coffee and Nutella milkshakes. And, I mean, it's a lot of you got to like the Nutella in order to go there. But I enjoyed it. It was delicious.
I enjoy Nutella. There's always a line. They leave people standing outside.
Oh, God, yeah. Waiting. Yeah, it's hard to get in. It's hard to get in there because there's no reservations. You just kind of have to show up. So, and then you got to hope that you got room for your Nutella. Hello there, Twitch. Good to see everyone.
I wished I didn't scratch my nose right as we were going on Twitch there.
I know. Now it looks like you're picking your nose over and over and over again. Welcome in, everyone. It is Mike and Molson on all 4 major networks: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Insta.
Yes. So we are there.
Thank you for joining us. Comment wherever you're watching from worldwide. I know we have a worldwide audience that tunes in each and every week because we give the important news stories here, like the explosive diarrhea outbreak here in America.
Well, that has everybody understandably concerned. This Silospora or whatever this
I believe that's the correct pronunciation.
They are saying, hey, this might very well trace back to a Taco Bell in Michigan that's messing up the whole world there. State and federal investigators are probing the fast food chain's possible connection to cyclosporiasis. I'll just keep saying it wrong until it comes out right.
Okay, sounds good.
An illness known to cause explosive diarrhea.
But for weeks, that's the thing about it that's been the most disheartening thing and disconcerting thing about this whole outbreak is it's weeks. It's not just like a couple of days where you're like, I feel for these people that have come in contact with this produce or whatever it may be, because, man, that does not sound like a good couple of weeks at all.
So now Taco Bell has had to remove lettuce, cilantro, onion, pico de gallo, and guacamole due to the national recall.
Guacamole? That's half the fun of going to Taco Bell.
That's half their menu. I just listed there.
Yeah, and the lettuce too. Got to get those healthy fats in there. What am I going to do without my guac? Come on now.
Exposure to the Cyclospora parasite leads to an infection including watery diarrhea, explosive bowel movements, as well as fatigue, stomach cramps, bloating, nausea, vomiting, and low-grade fever. It has spiked over the past several weeks in Michigan, Illinois, Virginia, Ohio, and New York. It is basically here's the thing that's a bummer about this whole thing is if you catch it, you have to also acknowledge you ate poo.
Oh, yeah, because that's part of, that's the fecal microbes are on whatever you ate, and that's how you get. Thankfully, it's not. So if you know someone who has it, first of all, send them our condolences. Yeah. God bless them for what they're going through. But it's not contagious human to human. It's just from the food.
Right.
So take some solace in that.
There's a diagram. Oh, I love it when we find diagrams.
Is this like the Chipotle thing from a couple of years ago? Remember when Chipotle, like a few years ago or whatever it was, it's got blamed for the diarrhea out. Oh, that's nice, CDC.
So as you can see,
they are doing something.
You eat cilantro and raspberries, and it goes in here.
Okay, goes in your mouth.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then it turns green when it gets down here.
Okay, that means good. We're good to go.
Yellow and blue, and it apparently comes right out your penis.
It looks like it. Well, you know who's head of the CDC right now. That would make sense that would be the chart that he put together. And this is why, by the way, folks, I cannot stand the individuals at the grocery store who are putting together their own bag of grapes or trying stuff. Like, get your grubby. I don't know where your hands have been. I know I need to go home and wash my grapes and everything else, but still, we don't need that step. Just leave your grubby hands to yourself, and we won't have to bring up that diagram again.
Rather than buying this might be an important one. Rather than buying pre-washed lettuce, officials have recommended purchasing whole heads of lettuce, discard the outer layers, and wash the inner sections thoroughly. Oh man, I'm always buying lettuce in a bag.
Well, because it's just convenient. Yeah. I know it doesn't take too much to cut up lettuce, but it's just an extra step that I don't really want to have to go through.
I know. Well, and the bag says it's clean, so I trust the bag.
It says pre-washed, so we should be all good to go. I feel bad. I feel bad for all the people, the inebriated people, because your drunk brain always wins, right? Yeah. Like, you know that Taco Bell may be at the heart of this, so you could even write yourself a note and, like, a sticky note somewhere, be like, going out tonight, don't get Taco Bell. But man, you get there and you go, I could really use some Taco Bell. And the drunk brain always wins.
Well, that poses an interesting question, of course, is, Taco Bell is already known for making your stomach turn upside down and giving you diarrhea. So I don't know if this helps their image or hurts their image. I think it just sort of enhances what we know Taco Bell for.
I think it may lead to an online trend.
Yeah.
I think there may be a new TikTok trend of, like Taco Bell roulette. I'm going to go there and I'm going to order something that maybe comes with lettuce, although right now they're not giving you lettuce or guacamole, but you're going to do it. And then people are going to film themselves in the bathroom going, oh, I lost. That's just the way it's going to go on TikTok and the like.
Speaking of poo, which is a sentence we say often here on the show.
Yes. If you're new to it, we used to be called the Sex and Poo Podcast because that's a lot of what the stories entail.
This man here you're looking at, his name is Michael Mortimer, which sounds made up, doesn't it?
It does. A guy who had a mortifying poo incident would give a fake name, I think.
Yes. So Mark Mortimer, with the mortifying poo incident, has been sent to prison for 6 weeks. Here's what he did that mortified people, Mike.
Oh, I thought it was mortifying to him. Like, I thought something bad happened to him, but no, his poo mortified others. Okay, now that I'm caught up. Continue.
He mortified the public by defecating on a wall and then cleaned himself with a sandwich.
Wait a second. So he shit on a wall and then wiped his ass with a sandwich?
With a sandwich, yeah.
That's just rude on so many counts.
Magistrates sentenced him to a hearing on July 1st, and so 6 weeks for wiping your butt with a sandwich?
I don't think he got 6 weeks for wiping his ass with a sandwich. I think the 6 weeks came from shitting on a wall.
Okay.
I think that's the bigger social no-no. I mean, yes, wiping your ass with a sandwich also is just rude because someone could have eaten that sandwich.
That's right.
But shitting on a wall seems to be the bigger public nuisance.
He pleaded guilty. This is another one. We like it when there are funny named laws out there and we want to look at the books and see exactly how they're written. He pleaded guilty to outraging public decency. My public decency has been outraged.
I would agree. You see, if you see poop on a wall, you're going to be outraged.
Mm-hmm. He pleaded guilty to another incident. A separate case was also heard. He was given a 4-month prison sentence. Then he's just a town troublemaker, and so it's bad enough that you see a guy poo on a wall, but then he takes out a sandwich. I don't know if it was his sandwich. I don't know if he grabbed it off of a plate.
Well, that's the question I have. Of was it his? Had he stolen the sandwich, and what kind of sandwich?
Right.
I'm trying to think. It's got to be. There you go.
Yeah. I hope he didn't just grab somebody's sandwich and just go, I'm using this now.
As far as bread isn't a real good vessel to wipe your ass with, I don't think. It's got to be enough. It's got to be like a good baguette or a sourdough, right? That has a tough exterior, but you don't want it too tough to kind of scrape inside there. Because your normal everyday Wonder Bread's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna disintegrate up there.
Yeah, but it's a sandwich, so it's got some heft to it. Look,
I know, but
I don't want to sit and figure this out. I know what you're trying to do here, but I don't think we should sit here and try to figure this out.
Okay, that's fine. We can move on, but I'm just saying, if there's a tomato on there, that's all the integrity of the bread's gone, and you're just wiping your ass with lettuce, and it might as well just go back to the first story then. Yeah. It's a vicious cycle. Vicious cycle. Well, this is a follow-up. We had talked about this gentleman before, Kevin Westerhold, 51 years old. He was down in Florida for vacation when he decided to make some sweet, sweet love into a vacuum in public in front of everyone in the Windsor Hills Resort area in Kissimmee, Florida. So he was sentenced just last week. Now, you have made love to a vacuum in front of people, including another family in the neighborhood. What do you think the punishment should be? Now, he had a plea deal with the prosecutors. So what do you think? How much jail time? What kind of fine for humping a vacuum cleaner in public?
Well, I know for sure you can't have another vacuum.
Well, there's that part of the equation.
You have to hire a service now. You can't have your own vacuum.
Yeah, you got to get it made. Before you give an answer, though, before even the chat gives an answer, let me there's some specific details of what he was doing that was left out of the original story. Here's what a detective provided in the play-by-play. It says, quote, "He continued to penetrate the handheld section of the vacuum before using it to suction his testicles for further sexual gratification."
Oh, God.
The cop added that 2 witnesses advised that the suspect was obviously committing these acts for his sexual pleasure, as he visibly reacted to the stimulus as if he were becoming more engaged in these sexual acts. So he's humping and then... Ooh. Exactly. He was also seen on multiple occasions walking around the property entirely nude, wearing socks only, or wearing just a tank top.
Oh, look, this has to be 5 years.
Would you say 12 months probation and a fine of $271 is enough?
Oh, we are a broken society.
No jail time whatsoever for this gentleman who humped a vacuum and used the suction for his balls. Westerhold got 12 months probation, fined just $271, and was ordered to undergo a, quote, psychosexual evaluation within the next month.
But it was in front of people.
There were witnesses, yes. And then the thing about it was, it's not just the vacuum sex. It's the fact that he was also seen numerous times just walking around nude.
Right.
He was shirt cocking it or just with socks on. Be like, hey, I'm not nude. I got my socks on, so don't call the cops on me.
I mean, I think if he was doing that in the privacy of his own home, he should still get 5 years in jail.
I don't know 5 years, but he should at least have some jail time. And I think you are correct in the fact that never can he own a vacuum cleaner again.
No more vacuum cleaners for him.
No, not at all.
Nothing with a tube. He can't have straws.
Which is not great if his wife takes her work home because she's a nurse. They're still together. And by the way, he is a former powerlifting champion as well.
I mean, he's like a normal looking guy. That's what's so bizarre. I mean, it's one thing when you look at someone and go, oh yeah, he's totally a vacuum fucker. But it's another thing when you just look at this guy and goes, that could just be a guy walking around.
Yeah, I mean, he has some weird looking eyes, but overall, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Board of work 320. I feel you, bud. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Broken. We are absolutely broken.
We are a broken society. Well, here's a story about a broken man. This now that's obviously the reporter, someone talking about it, but this has been all over the internet from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Christopher Pedden is his name. He's been charged with 1 count of arson, which can carry up a potential prison sentence of up to 12 years. But I think he probably needs a little bit more punishment than just that, because here's what transpired. This happened back in May. when Fort Wayne firefighters were dispatched to a garage fire. At the same time, police were called to reports of a stabbing. So firefighters on the way to the house, cops are in the area. Old Christopher Pedden told police he was stabbed somewhere downtown and that someone had threatened him the day
literally
before.
downtown, not downtown below his belt, right?
No, you know what? Doesn't specify in the police report.
I got stabbed downtown.
You know what I'm talking about. You want to take a look at it? Westerhold knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, right? Mr. Vacuum Fucker? He knows what I'm talking about. He got sucked downtown. I got stabbed down there. So he tells police he was stabbed somewhere downtown and that someone had threatened him the day before. So cops take him to the hospital because they've seen blood everywhere. While he's there at the hospital, he tells an officer he was dishonest at the stabbing scene and wanted to be truthful. He said that around 2 a.m., he went into the garage, used a kitchen knife to cut off his genitals. So he's like, hey, yeah, you know what I mean about the stabbing of downtown? I got to come clean here. I mean, there's a big gaping hole where my privates are, so you probably know no one just stabs you into downtown like that.
Right.
So he comes clean to the cops. He said then he poured gasoline on the dismembered organ and set it on fire, leaving the garage and walking away until he found police. So
he lit his own thing on fire and chucked it into the garage?
2 a.m., he's like, you know what? It's been a long day for me, Chris Pedden. I need a little thrill. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off my yarn. I'm going to then throw some gasoline on it, light my penis on fire, walk away from my garage, and, just see where the night goes.
And just threw it like a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, I'll call the cops. We'll see what happens. So the authorities then went back, and while they investigated the scene, they found a gasoline container and 4 lighters, as well as the kitchen knife. Why the hell do you need 4 lighters in case one didn't work? I guess. Mm-hmm. But court records do not detail whether the genitals were located. And even if they were, would you want them at all at that point? I mean, they're kind of, they've seen a lot. They've gone through a lot.
They've seen a lot. They've seen a lot.
Nope, not rocking the sack anymore.
No. How can you?
No. So he's due back in court next week to set dates for a trial. That's a pretty open and shut case, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he already said, hey, listen, I'm going to come clean. And the fact that he's a Ken doll now, anatomically incorrect down there, you just go, well, yeah, you did that.
I mean, he can't strike again, right? I mean, he's got nothing left.
He's
no longer a danger to society, Mike.
No, but he didn't have anything else. Like, if he just wanted to start the fire, did he have nothing else in his house to start the fire with? Like, no magazine, no book, no nothing. Mm-hmm. He's just like, well, the best thing to light and char is my penis.
I wonder if it's one of those leftover things from being teased in junior high school where somebody pointed at it and said, hey, nice batch of kindling you got there. And like he internalized that for the rest of his life.
Or I haven't seen a picture. I haven't seen the per picture. Is he redheaded? Did someone say, hey, nice fire crotch you got there? And he's like, well, you know what? They call me it my whole life. I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And there was no mugshot or anything, so all I could find was this news reporter from Channel 12 with giant cherries hanging from her ears. That was the only picture that we had, so we used what we had.
And where is News Channel 12 emanating from? Is it the old InfoWars studio? Is this from the Onion now?
Wherever she is, I think it's on fire back there.
Someone lit another dick on fire here in Fort Wayne. First alert, 12 News is on the scene. Oh, boy. Well, news reports can go awry, which takes us to our next story here. This is from New Zealand, where do you want me to set this up, or do you just want to go straight to the video?
We can. Well, let's just go straight to the video, and then we'll discuss afterwards.
Okay.
All right. I don't think it needs any setup, does it?
No, it really doesn't.
Okay.
He's doing a live TV hit, basically.
What's that fur coming out of your jacket there, Matt? That's not a cat's tail, is it? Oh, that was my microphone. I sort of use this on the day. Yeah, I'll just put that down over there. Sorry. Yeah.
What was that?
It's a bit of I got this microphone. Yeah.
No.
If you want to do a Google image search and verify if that's a microphone, you're welcome to just take a screen grab right now.
Hey, yeah, send it in the comments. Make sure you do it on the incognito tab, because as we all probably know, that is not a microphone.
No, this is
that is not at all.
Yeah,
this is a microphone.
This is what microphones look like.
And by the way, if it was the microphone, why was it by your nipple? That's not how microphones work. So yeah, long story short,
cat tail microphone. Yeah.
Is it a real cat's tail?
Yeah. Well, I usually speak into it like that.
No, don't put that by your mouth.
No, that's how you get cryptolypsyphilia or psoriasis or whatever. That's how you eat the poo. Oh, God.
Is it a real cat's tail?
No, I got that off AliExpress for $14 if you're interested. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. So then he asks her if she's interested. He then asked the reporter, I got it on AliExpress for $14 if you're interested. By the way, that gentleman is Matt Bailey. He's a farmer and organizer of the North Canterbury Hunting Club's Feral Cat Competition, which he's hosting this weekend. And he had that cattail ready to go. He then said, yeah, I got it for $14 if you want your own microphone there. Further on in the interview, I don't know if we have this part, but further on in the interview, he then told the reporters that he had already had some beer. He held up a beer and said, you know what, I'm fighting a monster hangover. And so I'm going to have hair of the cat here instead of hair of the dog. He said, I'm going to have a couple more, then I'll probably go do some work. The weekend-long event that he's promoting allows people to hunt a range of pests, including possums, pigs, deer, and feral cats. And the event has drawn intense controversy in recent years, facing backlash from animal welfare groups and sparking concern over the involvement of children. They allow children to come out to this guy's butt plug farm.
Hey, give me that list of animals again.
That you can, if you want to check out Matt Bailey and his hilarious prop comedy a la Carrot Top.
Yeah.
It's the North Canterbury Hunting Club's Feral Cat Competition, where you can come to the farm and you can fire at possums, pigs, deer, and feral cats.
By the way, not the thing you should be killing in Australia. There is far more lethal things.
Well, it's New Zealand.
What's the difference? Sorry, Australia. What's the difference?
But still, yes, you're right. There's other things you could be shooting at than feral cats, deer,
other things
pigs.
You need to shoot at. Yeah, a possum's not going to bother you.
No.
And cat is annoying, but it's not good Lord.
And what one of his friends put him up to that, by the way? Or do you think he just thought, this is going to be hilarious, I'm going to put a butt plug on my live hit and I'm going to win some. Did he bet on that on Kalshi? Is that something he could bet on, of like, will a man in New Zealand show a cat butt plug?
I mean, look, he had to buy that from AliExpress. No, I don't think that was a gag. I think he has that for just such emergencies.
I think you're probably right. I think he gets lonely with the cats.
Yeah.
I think that's why he didn't go full all the way bore into the microphone. I think that's why he stopped just a bit short. He's very proud of it, though. Very proud of it.
Nice on him.
God.
What's his name?
Yes. Matt Bailey was his name. Bailey for
names,
a first name. Yeah. Go ahead.
Some names they come with baggage. And we've given baggage to a couple of names like Karen and Chad.
Yeah, this is a recent study that they did. You know, they never judge a book by its cover, but you can now judge it by its name. And so they ran a survey of 2,000 Americans, and they asked them, what was the most cited name with negative connotations? Like, when you hear this name, are you like, ugh? Because there wasn't a picture involved, just you hear that name.
Right.
So it was Karen was the most cited name with negative connotations by a wide margin. The rest of them that followed were Chad, Donald, John, and Damien. So I get Karen, and I feel bad for Karens out there that are just kind of like, what did we ever do to anybody? I will say, I don't know if I've ever had a good conversation with a Chad. That one tends to kind of check a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Damien gets prejudged because of, the association of Damien from the Omen.
With the devil.
Probably. Yeah. Donald, I think for obvious reasons, there's a certain individual that's kind of ruining that name for a lot of people. And then I feel bad for Johns, though. Why are Johns going to be prejudged like that?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
But
absolutely ridiculous.
There are names where you go, all right, you're going to be a problem. And Chad is one of those. Craig, it's just one of those things where you go,
yeah. Yeah. They said Chad, long a fixture in the internet culture as a symbol of exaggerated male confidence, placed second. Donald and Damien each carry recognizable associations, one political, one drawn from the horror cinema. Though the survey did not ask respondents to explain their choices, so there are reasonable editorial inferences, not survey findings. John, more of a neutral on the surface, still made the list, likely owling to sheer ubiquity. Is the fact there's so many Johns, just like, ugh, not another John.
Another one of you. Yeah, I understand. Well, it's kind of like when we
Go ahead.
Well, it's kind of like when we do our hurricane roundup.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's all based on
by names.
The names. Have we actually had one yet? A hurricane?
We had one name storm thus far. That's all. One name storm. By the way, as far as who's most likely to judge by first name, Gen Z at 29%, and then millennials close behind at 21%. And 1 in 5 Americans, by the way, Johnny, would rather go by something else than their actual name. So 20% of the population says, I'd rather go by something else. Mm-hmm. I don't care. I don't care for my name here.
I had a kid in school who his name was something normal, like, I don't know, Ted. But he preferred to be called Darby.
That's a leap. You can't just make it up. You can't make it up. It's got to be an offshoot or something, or a nickname.
I don't know if it was a middle name or if it was I don't know what it was, but the name, when they would do the roll call at the beginning of the school year, they would always call him by his proper government name. Yeah. And then he would always clarify, no, it needs to be Darby.
Good on Darby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good on I had a friend who let a teacher call him by the wrong name an entire semester.
That's hilarious.
But one time he forgot that he answered to, so my buddy Gerardo, who is I went to grade school with, but this was in high school, let one of our teachers in high school call him Rodrigo because his name was Gerardo Rodriguez. So the teacher called him Rodrigo, and it wasn't until the teacher was calling him Rodrigo and he wasn't responding because he was half asleep. And he was like, Rodrigo, and like had a pound on the desk. And he's like, what? And he's like, Rodrigo, he's like, well, actually my name is Gerardo. And he's like, well, why did you tell me that earlier? He's like, you know what? I just was going to go with it. It wasn't that big a deal. Just ride the storm out.
Yeah. You gotta commit to the bit.
Yes, exactly. You do.
Here's a name that when you see it coming, you go, all right, something's up. Connor.
No, yeah.
Connor, which happens to be the first name of this guy. We've lost a looks-maxer.
Thank God. I'm sorry.
Well,
but
yes.
Thank God.
You don't wish death on anybody, but you're doing stuff to your body where you go, you kind of had that coming.
That's going to catch up to you.
Yeah.
There's only so much stuff you should be doing to your body before it says, you know what, I'm done with you.
So he believed, in addition to, chiseling his jaw and getting his 8-pack and all the other things that he was trying to do there, he also believed that if he injected himself with gold, he would get superpowers.
Where did he learn that from?
I don't know.
That's not a superhero origin story I've ever heard.
Right.
And I'm a nerd when it comes to superheroes.
After a video surfaced of him admitting that he, quote, felt like he was dying every day, friends are detailing some of his alleged odd experiments to increase his attractiveness as he embraced the looks-maxing community and what it entailed. Do we know how or why this whole thing started?
Well, did it start with the mewing thing? Remember that when the kids were like doing that thing, the mewing, and then it kind of went from there to the chiseled jaw, and I don't know. I don't know how it got out of control and the looks maxing thing started.
His friend claimed this guy had been tapping into getting superhuman abilities through injecting gold. Up until his passing, he was discovering that he had achieved some superhuman abilities, and it's no joke. He actually did achieve some superhuman abilities.
Like what? Like what, Connor?
He tapped into a level of consciousness that most people never will.
Yeah, that's called almost seeing the light. You almost probably died three different times and came back from the light.
No, that's his friend saying what he did.
Oh, his friend is saying that Connor reached different.
Yeah, his buddy is dead.
But he's saying, but you don't understand, man. Connor was onto something.
He was onto something.
He did it. Good Lord. What a bunch of morons.
Androgenic, another looks maxer, gave more details on another live.
Really? You can't be androgenic.
Androgenic. It's just one word. But I like your idea better.
Yeah. Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas are coming for you, and you'll like it too.
He started getting this fixation on gold. He started to believe that gold was some gate-kept mineral by the higher-ups that basically gives you special powers if you ingest it. A few weeks later, he started the experiment. Yes, he was injecting gold.
I will say, I did feel very powerful with all the Goldschlager I drank throughout college.
And he said after he started injecting it, his skin started changing color. He was all discolored all over his body. And investigators found him dead in a hotel. He was working on a looks-maxing documentary before his death shook the world.
Did it? By the way, what's with everyone doing the TikTok thing of like when Netflix makes a documentary of this and then they sit on a chair and stare at a camera?
Yeah.
That's a trend that can kind of go away. But Connor is no longer with us.
So we lost, it's the death that you could see coming. Looks maxers are going to start dropping left and right because they're doing legitimately crazy things. And believing
the irony is, a higher power. The irony is going to be buried in a gold coffin.
Yeah. Well, and it's the it is kind of the Bobby Kennedy weirdness too. I mean,
well, that's true. Yeah.
Kennedy's in good shape. I mean, and he does like to eat properly and exercise. He does all those things. But there's also just weird stuff about him where you go, you're cheating somehow and it's going to come back and get you.
Yeah. Anybody who stops to see the raccoon roadkill to cut off its penis and then put it in the car, you're doing more than just drinking raw milk, man.
Right.
You're doing a little bit more, my friend.
Here is a death that nobody saw coming. Somebody just went to the grocery store and never came back. Workers at a Vons out in California, that's their big grocery store out there, said the managers kept the grocery store open for hours after a customer fell over dead in the bakery aisle.
No, did they call here's my question though. Did they make people step over the dead person or were the authorities called and they just kept it open while everyone was trying to save, I don't know, Mr. Twinkie or Twinkie the kid?
One of the workers said her corporate managers told her to cover the body with shopping carts and umbrellas while the store remained open.
No, you can't. If you cover it that way with umbrellas and shopping carts, people are going to think free samples are coming soon, and they're going to congregate around it.
Well, I mean, I think what you do is like what they do at Lowe's or Home Depot when they need to get something off the high shelf, and they bring they put gates around the aisle so you don't come in. You don't just park a couple of shopping carts around the poor dead person.
Pardon our dust.
Yeah.
Pardon our dust.
Throw it, pop open a couple of umbrellas. They didn't have anything.
You can't. At least they didn't say like wrap it in saran wrap or put some type of aluminum foil over it and just leave it there.
So apparently this person just fell over dead. Some of the workers came up and tried to perform CPR, but didn't make it. LA Fire Department showed up. And meanwhile, they're calling corporate saying, what do we do here? And corporate is looking at the cameras and saying, you need to barricade the body using carts. The poor family is just sitting there. They can't even see their loved one. They can't touch their loved one. They sat in the store for hours while people continued to shop around their dead relative.
Oh no! I didn't know the rest of the family was there with him.
Well, I guess they got the phone call and they say, "Oh my God, we need to know what's going on." But
we got to get there as soon as possible.
Yeah, it was late in the day. People were shopping, and
you can't. Those carts have to be immediately taken and melted down, right? You can't put those carts back in circulation to the rest of the regular public. You can't have the dead person cart.
You shouldn't.
Clean up. Yeah. Well said, Jimmy.
The local grocery store union, the UFCW, the president said the store should review its emergency policies. If that's
you think?
If that's what we're coming to, then maybe the store should review its emergency policies.
You know where they're not going to get the cake for the wake? From Vons, not from Vons, that's for sure. Well, that would be creepy to see, while you're grocery shopping. Imagine going and staying in an Airbnb and one of the photos or one of the art pieces on the wall has you in it, even though you've never been there before and don't even live close to it. Because that's what happened to these two individuals here. It's so freaking creepy.
Yeah. Let's
you want to go straight to the video?
Yeah. Well, the video explains it, and then we can discuss.
Okay.
Okay, guys. The weirdest thing happened. We get to our Airbnb in San Diego.
It's
unsettling. And we're like
random Airbnb.
Looking through it, no connections to it.
Literally just
we're looking at this picture, and my dad is like, "This looks like me," and I'm like, "Oh, Dad, what? No, this is my dad. That's my sister, Libby, when she was 10 years ago. And that's Brady, my brother, 10 years ago. He is they're literally in the Airbnb picture.
We have those swimsuits. We are literally in this picture.
It's the craziest thing.
We are on our Airbnb wall.
It's crazy.
This can't be real.
No, guys. We think this is crazy.
We are actually spiraling.
Yeah.
That is bizarre at best. It's bizarre. Because that's not like the kind of picture you would normally see put up as art somewhere.
Right. We only see a little sliver of it, but even just looking at it, it doesn't look like it's just an artful picture of the waves coming in at sunset or something like that. It's just a weird overhead shot of people. It's like if they took it from the Google satellite page or something.
There's that. Or it was like a helicopter tour they were on or something of the beach. And kudos to the dad. I don't know here's the thing. If I were at that Airbnb, I don't know if I would take the time to look at it close enough to where's Waldo it and be like, wait a second, who's that? I would be like, odd choice for art, but you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and, I'm just here to sleep and maybe hang out. But good on dad to go, wait a second, that's me.
Yeah, he spotted it. And then the whole thing came together, and I would love to know, some mathematician out there, run the numbers. What are the odds something like this could possibly happen?
Extremely, extremely slim, I would imagine.
And then run the odds of, who hangs pictures like this? It's a weird picture. It's just,
well, there is that part of the equation as well.
It's just people in the water splashing around. It's just strange.
It is. Would you then stay the rest of the time there?
Well, that's a good question.
They confirmed, like I said, there was really them. The family said it was the first time checking into the Airbnb, making the coincidence even more astonishing. So yeah, I don't know. The family never learned how the photograph found its way into the home. They were certain it was genuine. And yeah, I don't know if I could stay there knowing like that, because the coincidence of that is just too much for me to go, okay, something else. Like, do they maybe check is that like a Facebook picture or for someone's social media?
Right.
And then they blew it. I don't know. Like, that would freak me the hell out.
Man, that would be a pretty awesome prank if every time somebody stayed there, they went and got a picture from social media and put it in the water, just to alarm them. But you know what you start thinking is, how many other pictures of me do these people have?
True. Like, were there other pictures of me on the beach that day, or were they following around taking other reconnaissance shots just to, in the case of 10 years later, I would be at their Airbnb and they'd be like, hey, check this out.
Yeah, I mean, that is a very strange thing to have on your wall. And I think I would start thinking worst case scenario of how many other pictures are there?
True.
Do we need to start all over again, Clam? Okay, yeah, we'll start all over. We got nothing. We got nothing but time.
Yeah,
here.
Clam Viber. Long story short, these sisters were at an Airbnb.
No, you have to watch it when the live stream is over.
Yeah. Well, or watch the quickie on it later. There, Clam Viber.
There is a cottage industry out there of people looking for pardons. Seems that the president is pretty loose and free with pardoning people.
Oh yeah, he hands those out like candy.
Yeah, I haven't run the numbers.
For a price. I mean, it's not for free, but if you give enough money, give a little, get a little.
That's apparently what's happening there, and it's not just so now people have seen the allegation is that the president gets a little something, and so he turns around and gives you a pardon. But now people around Washington are saying, hey, this is something we can sell, and telling people that, for a little money, I can talk to somebody who can talk to somebody who knows somebody. And that's what happened to this rapper, Boozy Badass.
I don't know if I heard Boozy. Never heard his stuff.
He paid a law firm $600,000, J.M. Berkman and Associates.
Okay.
Doesn't sound real. To push his pardon through to the president, but the pardon didn't happen, and so now Boozy Badass is taking up the issue through arbitration, and he wants to at least get half of his money back.
How do you start that proceeding? Be like, listen, I was trying to go back channel through this law firm to buy a pardon, but it didn't work out for me. So can we legislate this? Can we get someone broker this so I get half my money back?
So apparently there are lobbying firms around Washington, and there's just this sort of wink and understanding that, hey, with a little money, I know the people to talk to, and if I don't know the people to talk to, well, I know the people who can talk to the people who know the people to talk to, and people are pocketing cash because of the, they've seen the leader do it, and now they're doing it as well.
I'm not surprised, to be honest, that there's been so many people coming out of the woodwork to try to finagle this in and be like, well, I got a way to make some money here. But he does hand those out like a Werther's original, just from the candy dish to people. And so when people see that, to your point, it's like, well, we can make it with meme coin. We can make it with pardons. But yet poor Tiger King is still, Joe Exotic, still rotten in prison.
And now the White House has commented and say, "Oh no, we never got that request." So I don't know what to do about it.
Oh, so they want to keep the money now? They probably heard 600,000. They're like, "Oh, Boozy Badass wants to take some of our money back." Oh, we never heard that one. We're sorry, Boozy. It got lost in some paperwork.
Yeah.
Did you file it? Did you file it under Boozy or did you file it under Badass?
I mean, the money never got to the White House. The money was given to this firm that was talking to lobbyists to get to the White House. And the White House is saying, I don't know, I never saw anything like that. But you're right. You're right. There is somebody in that building going, well, if there is money on the line, we can, I don't think 600's enough, but it's a good starting point.
Yeah. If you see Boozy Badass dropping a hit single here soon on the stream or somewhere, he's trying to make money to make sure he gets the threshold right for his pardon.
We wish you luck, Boozy. I mean, most people have gotten one and you didn't. So I do think that there is, you know
who Boozy needs? Boozy needs the lawyers from one of our first stories, Westerhold.
Oh, yeah.
They got a guy who fucked a vacuum and had his testicles sucked by the vacuum in front of witnesses, probation, and only $271 fine. Get those lawyers; they'll get you pardoned, Boozy Badass.
That's right. Oh, you haven't been on the stream very long, have you, Clam Viber? No, we're not professionals. But thank you.
No, that's why we do this.
Yeah.
But thank you.
But it is time. Stick around, Clam Viber, because one of our favorite segments every week is This Week in Slow-Mo, where we find a video that goes very, very fast and slow it down. Have you seen this?
No, but this looks like one of the more intense This Week in Slow-Mo's, TWIS-MOs we've had in a very long time. That's some firepower there.
It goes fast, and the Slowinator is working overdrive to slow this thing down. But it also gives a little clue as to why the Russians are having so much trouble in Ukraine. Let's just watch, and then we'll slow it down.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What in the act? Oh, God.
He gets a. You can hear some Russian laughing in there, so apparently, nobody's any worse for the wear. But my God.
That's very similar to the viral sensation going around right now of Grandpa gets thrown 10 feet by buffalo.
Right. Yeah. See, I almost got that one, but it made me sad. This one is bananas.
The fact that one guy isn't dead.
Right.
The guy's standing right there next to him.
Yeah. As we slow it down, you realize how damn close this came to being a major catastrophe.
Jesus Christ. How in the hell did that guy not get hit? Oh, had the guy who gets flung off the gun not held down as long as he did, the other guy would be dead.
He knew when to
because
duck.
his weight made it the gun go up enough that it shot over the top of the guy. Had he got flung off earlier, that thing goes down a little bit more, he's dead. Also, it's goof from the get-go, because that guy just looks like he's struggling to hold the gun up.
Yeah.
I mean, that just looks goof from the get-go.
Right. Yeah. So this clip apparently is a 4-barrel Soviet-era Yak B 12-7, which is a gas-operated 4-barrel Gatling-style machine gun that fires 5,000 rounds a minute.
The only thing it hit was this guy off of whatever he was shooting from.
In the video, the gun is seen bolted to a ground mount instead of the nose turret that it was designed for. After the trigger was pulled, the weapon became loose and swung around before the soldier who was wearing sneakers jumped off. He didn't jump off.
He got thrown off.
That was mother momentum that took him off.
Yeah, he didn't jump. He got thrown.
Right, yeah. And I mean, he's holding on for dear life, hoping he can get control of it. But this thing is winning like nobody's business. And it just takes him out.
Jesus Christ. And then he's lucky he didn't get hit in the foot. And also, how did that guy, after he ducked, if you notice, he barely misses getting hit because the guy's holding on. Then he ducks down, and as it comes back around after it throws the guy off, it starts to aim downward.
Yeah.
Is that Neo from the Matrix that he's dodging that many bullets? So he misses it there once.
You're right. It's still going because he's like
it's still going as it swings around.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that. You're right. It starts the barrel, after he loses it, the barrel goes down right there.
And
you can see that.
Still firing something.
It's still firing somehow. Look at that.
And then it stops and then it just spins.
Yeah.
God bless. Because then the other guy pops up and he goes to try to stop it, but then realizes that's still hot.
Well, yeah, and that's a great moment too, where he pops his head up and then he realizes it's still spinning and he doesn't want to, it might still have it because he's looking away from
What? He's like, "You okay down there, comrade?" Victor, you okay?
He's looking in the absolutely wrong direction, and then he realizes this thing is still.
Whoa, shitski.
Apparently, it's not done. And so I just like the little.
Finally, someone just
up.
Yeah.
Okay. To sort of bat it.
Is that Russia's version of the mechanical bull? See how long you can hold on to gun and turret.
Oh my God in heaven.
Son of a bitch. That guy's lucky he's still alive.
Yeah.
He dodged bullets twice.
Wow. Let's go to the anguish cam, the camera that really zooms in on the most anguishing parts of these videos. And you're right. We're going to start right here because that looks like a child holding that gun. I mean, he's trying to look over the top. So he should not be there in the first place.
No, that is not the guy. I understand you have to train the soldiers, right? And they're losing so many of them, but that's not the right if they're like this, looking like they're struggling to kind of get it up onto their shoulders, that's not the person to be using that particular weapon at that time.
So even when the first bullet is fired, this guy is reevaluating his life. He's going, what am I doing here? Why did I sign up? Why did I sign up? I got nothing against the Ukrainians. What am I doing here?
Exactly.
Now he is painfully aware that this thing is coming in his direction.
Mm-hmm. He knows I have to decide to do either duck or jump overboard. I got to figure out something, and I have very little time to do it.
Yeah. I mean,
God, son of a bitch.
Look at how close that is. Let me zip that back a little bit. Look at that.
I'm telling you, as much as the dumbass who gets flung off of here is a dumbass, he saved that guy's life by hanging on as long as he did.
Probably, yeah.
Because it got the angle to go up higher, so this guy didn't get just blown straight to smithereens. Yeah.
Look at the shell casings. Look at the shell casings just all over the place. 5,000 rounds a minute.
Because there's double
is he wearing
anguish.
Chucks? What is he wearing? Look at those shoes. This is not military issue. Those are army boots.
You got to be anchored in with some good combat boots if you're gonna get it. No wonder you look so tiny in that thing. Combat boots give you an extra couple inches.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much anguish involved here in this shot, because it's not only the embarrassment and anguish of not being able to brandish the weapon correctly.
Yeah.
The anguish and embarrassment of, oh my God, what am I going to break as I get flung off here? And the other anguish of how many people have I killed?
Yeah. And this was just an exercise, thank God, because they'd be losing. And the other thing that I wondered about was, what were the odds, too, that this guy gets pinned between the gun and the wall? I mean, getting flung off was the best thing that happened to him.
True, because otherwise they're going to fling around and hit his head.
I mean, it lifted him into the air.
His foot almost gets hit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Right there.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't, it was part him holding on, but part mother momentum that just flung him up into the air. Otherwise, he would have been pinned behind that wall, I think.
That's like a Russian Nike ad right there, that shot, if you go back just a little bit. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Look how high you can jump. And the gun's like, who wants some? Huh?
He just peeks his head up like, the hell? What is this?
And looking the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he turns around and realizes this thing is still going at him. And that's
then he goes right to its level. I'm going to fight you, you son of a bitch. Come on.
He's staring right at it. He is staring right at it.
God.
Man.
And then finally he's like, I'm going to sneak up on you bastard. And they stop it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's an emotional journey. There's a lot of near-death experiences for everyone involved there.
But we'll go back to the high speed, the regular speed, and you realize how quickly all of this happened.
Jesus.
I mean, under a second.
Yeah.
And it spun around.
It's impressive that guy even ducks and is able to get out of the way.
Yeah, right.
Look how fast that thing is going.
I know.
And he's like, oh. We got to stop it. Somebody stop it. Somebody stop it. Never again, Private Romanowski.
Our poet laureate chimes in and says, I've got to stop ginning so I can start winning. Let's have some fun. I'll just grab this gun. Oops, the world is spinning. Well, thank you. That's all right.
Good job, Greg. Way to bring him home.
That's our poet laureate. Always adding just a little culture to this terrible show.
Yeah. Well, we learned a lot today. We learned don't use your penis for kindling. We learned don't let a 12-year-old handle a giant gun like that. Uh-huh. And if you're going to let your vacuum suck for $1, you're only going to have a $271 fine.
Yeah. And sandwiches are not toilet paper.
Correct. Yeah. Especially if tomatoes on them, because there's just no integrity left. You got to get a good baguette for your down there's.
There's the Twitch stream that nobody's watching. We're glad
Somebody please go over there.
Yeah, just go over there and watch us on Twitch sometime. We'll be back again next Tuesday, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central. Yes.
Like, share, subscribe. We got to hit that.
Things.
Yeah, all the things.
Ring a bell.
Yeah. Ring that bell too.
Ding a ding a
Smash.
ding.